Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
On Russia and Ukraine as well?
Yeah, I'll give you an update. I'm not happy with what Putin's doing. He's killing a lot of people, and I don't know what the hell happened to Putin. I've known him a long time, always gotten along with him, but he's sending rockets into cities and killing people, and I don't like it at all, okay? We're in the middle of talking, and he's shooting rockets into Kiev and other cities. I don't like it at all.
President, what do you want to do about that?
I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. We'll see what we're going to do. What am I going to tell you? You're the fake news, aren't you? You're totally fake. All right, any other questions? I don't like what Putin is doing. Not even a little bit. He's killing people. And something happened to this guy, and I don't like it.
It is not de-escalating because Putin is interested in one thing, power and capturing of territory. While Zelensky may want to negotiate, he actually was willing to negotiate because his country is decimated. On the other hand, Putin has no interest. He is actually ramping it up. He's ramping up recruitment by the tens of thousands, sending his own men with less than 1 month of training into the battlefield, and they are dying by the tens of thousands. He doesn't care about his own people, let alone the lives of the people from the other country. So he wants to keep it up, and the only way we're going to be able to solve this is by sanctioning and putting sanctions on China, who is standing with Russia, supporting Russia, supplying weapons, and the only pressure we're going to be able to put is going to be on China to stop this.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, what's going on, family? Big things are happening. We hit a report on it. Hope y'all having an amazing week so far. Starting off the week on a good note. Happy Memorial Day. Send our prayers, love, and condolences out, man. And a huge shout out, love, and respect to the ones who made the ultimate sacrifice. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed, man. We have tons that suffer still to this day with PTSD, anxiety, depression, even suicidal thoughts. And we have tons of amazing people on this channel, part of the family, who are veterans, first responders, law enforcement, paramedics, people that have saved lives, people that have walked into burning buildings. So I have to come on here and show you guys love, man. That's the only right way we're going to do this thing on this channel. Yes, indeed, man. Much love and much respect from your boy, Rick, man. Yes, indeed. But right now, it is going down with our president, and he is pissed off. So some big things are going to take place. But President Trump just says, I've always had a good relationship with Vladimir Putin of Russia, but something has happened to him. He has gone absolute crazy. He is easily killing a lot of people. And I'm not just talking about soldiers. Missiles and drones are being shot into cities in Ukraine for no reason whatsoever. I've always said that he wants all of Ukraine, not just a piece of it, but maybe that's proven to be right. But he does. It will lead to the downfall of Russia. Likewise, President Zelensky is doing his country no favors by talking the way he does. Everything out of his mouth causes problems. I don't like it. And it better stop. This is a war that would have never have started if I were president. This is Zelensky and Putin and Biden's war, not Trump's. I'm only helping to put it out the big and ugly fires that have been started through gross incompetence and hatred.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. I think I speak for all of us here in the West and in America when I say please don't let dumb jackass globalists in Ukraine drag us all into World War III. We don't want nuclear war with Russia or with China or with Pakistan, India, or with any Arab country. We want peace, and President Trump is probably seconds away from winning the Nobel Peace Prize because he is doing everything in his power to de-escalate conflict across the globe. This was the last time we saw President Trump with Volodymyr Zelensky inside of the Vatican, which is now offered to host peace negotiations with Ukraine and with Russia. This is a spectacular thing to see. President Trump saying that Russia has agreed to a ceasefire with Ukraine, and the gears are at the very least moving towards an end of the war. except they nearly just killed Putin a few seconds ago. This breaking within the last couple of minutes, Putin's helicopter fended off drone attack Russian leader's recent visit to the Kursk region. Of course, one of those regions of Ukraine that Russia just conquered, drew fire from Ukrainian UAVs. It emerges. Okay, what's going on here? Let's go ahead and check from the Telegraph. Vladimir Putin's helicopter was forced to shoot down drones while the Russian president was aboard, a Moscow official said on Sunday. This would certainly not be the first time that a drone has been used to attack Russians. Drone attacks are quite frequent throughout Russia, all the way to Moscow. These drones, of course, are piloted and flown from Ukraine. This is escalatory. And of course, the killing of Vladimir Putin would be escalatory as well. Something we don't want to see is further escalation. We want to see de-escalation in the region. These drones are obviously provided by the United States of America and most likely flown with our permission. So it begs the question, who's in charge here? Air Defense Commander Major General Yuri Dashkin told state television that Putin's aircraft was involved in an air defense battle after finding itself in the middle of an unprecedented Ukrainian drone assault. I'll play that clip in just a second. The incident was said to have happened last week when the Russian leader was on tour of the Kursk region, part of the Ukraine previously occupied. During the period when the president was working in the Kursk region, the enemy launched an unprecedented drone attack with unmanned vehicles. Maybe this is why there was a stall in the peace negotiations, not sure. He added, we simultaneously conducted air defense battle to ensure the safety of the president and helicopters. Flight in the air, Russian forces destroyed several Ukrainian drones in operation. The task was accomplished. The attack of the enemy drones was repelled, and all air targets were hit. Ukraine has not responded to the claims. If verified, the timing of the drone attack would suggest Ukrainian forces had advanced intelligence about Putin's visit to the war zone. The Kremlin did not publicly disclose the trip until after Putin had left. Wearing a smart suit, Putin met with volunteers wearing a smart suit. Smart suit. Is that what this is? I don't know. Putin met with volunteers, municipal leaders, acting governors during the visit. He also inspected construction of a nuclear power plant, first in the region. On his visit to a command post in Kursk in March, he wore an olive green military fatigues. Putin was believed to be traveling in an Mi-17 helicopter, evolution of the Soviet-era Mi-8. The Mi-17 is 82 feet long, can carry 30 passengers, big old helicopter, 4 tons of cargo. It's equipped with defensive systems, including infrared jammers, flare dispensers, and armored plating around critical components designed to counter heat-seeking missiles and small arm fire. However, the helicopter's defense systems are not normally powerful enough against coordinated drone attacks. Of course, these have been used very effectively in the Ukraine war by both sides, both Russia, with drones provided by China and flown by China, and then Ukraine with drones provided by America and flown conceivably by Americans. Ukraine is just like a cutout proxy state for the CIA at this point. Ukrainian forces launched significant ground incursion into Kursk August 2024, seized territory before Russian counteroffensive pushed them back months later. Following the shock incursion, Putin poured in tens of thousands of Russian troops. North Korean deployment. Okay, so this is where the North Koreans were deployed. The chief of general of Russia's armed forces said his forces had pushed Ukrainians out of the territory, fighting shoulder to shoulder with North Koreans. Unique here. Ukraine has increasingly used drones to strike deep inside of Russia, including oil refinery, military airfields, and government facilities. That's a matter of fact. The Russian air defense systems faced increasing pressure. Ukraine expands its drone operations. They hit the Kremlin. In fact, there was a large drone that exploded inside of the Kremlin. The frequency and scale of the Ukrainian strikes on Russian territory have grown significantly since the conflict's early months. In 2023, Ukrainian drones damaged the Kremlin Senate Palace, unprecedented track, the symbol of Russian statehood, sent shockwaves well beyond Moscow. Helicopter attack would mark one of the most direct attempts on Putin's life. Unlike Volodymyr Zelensky, the Ukrainian president, who frequently visits the front line, Putin largely avoided combat zones. Okay, so let's begin here first by showing you the evidence of this
данной
attack.
атаки в Курской области работал президент России.
Совершенно верно. В
период времени, когда президент работал в Курской области, противник начал беспрецедентную атаку с беспилотными летательными аппаратами. Группировкой ПВО в данном районе было уничтожено 46 беспилотно-летательных средств самолетного типа. Обращаю внимание, что интенсивность атаки во время пролета борта Верховного Главнокомандующего на территории Курской области значительно возросла. Поэтому мы одновременно вели противовоздушный бой и обеспечили безопасность в воздухе пролета вертолета президента. Задача была выполнена. Атака беспилотников противника.
So he says that they shot down 46 drones. And that is quite a drone barrage to launch. Now, this is the breaking news all across my timeline right now. Everybody is citing this report. Ukraine just tried to assassinate Putin. Peace talks won't be possible now. It's time to cut ties with Sniffy the clown in Ukraine. They don't want peace. Ukraine just tried to assassinate Putin, losing a helicopter by drone attack but failed. Zelensky effed up big time. Ukraine reportedly tried to assassinate Putin in the drone strike on a helicopter. So what's to be made of this? Well, Ukraine, according to all of our sources, we've interviewed military experts and people who know the region really well. I don't pretend to be one of them. They've said that Vladimir Putin can't operate these kind of sophisticated barrages and these kind of sophisticated systems without the help and assistance of the American military. Again, the CIA, according to the New York Times, has 14 different stations throughout Ukraine and is effectively running the entire war. Remember how Elon Musk was able to shut down attacks on the Russia's Black Sea fleet by turning off Starlink because he didn't want to start World War III? You know, that's how ingrained America, just by flipping a switch, America can just turn off Ukraine's military. So this is all across social media. Now, I want to state that this certainly wouldn't be the first time that Russian media has lied about this, right? There's been major reports about Putin body doubles, Putin's health. It's extremely mysterious. Russia and the way that the media works is obviously has a total state-run element to it, same as in Ukraine. And so you're never quite sure if what you're seeing is real. This may be a completely fake story, right? The Kremlin has had to put down what's rumors, right, that Putin was dying or that he was using body doubles because his health was so degraded. Putin experienced any health issues. Typically, they don't comment, but this has been, Putin battling cancer and Parkinson's, according to leaked email. These are the kind of reports from 2022 that were running rampant in the West. Who the hell knows, right? But all that I know is clearly Vladimir Putin is alive and speaking to Donald Trump and is, I guess, in some manner negotiating. And so we hope that this doesn't derail everything, as we have said a million times before. But I will state it again. I don't care about Russia and I don't care about Ukraine. That's a matter of fact. I could give a damn, honestly. It's a long ways away, and I really just don't want us to get dragged into war, into nuclear war. And because we are funding to the tune of $200, $300 billion, one of the sides, that means we've picked a side. And that means we're now involved in the war. And according to all available reports, we're like practically fighting the war for Ukraine, which is insane. Nobody voted for that, and nobody in America wants that. So that's why I want it to end. I do not want further foreign entanglements, and I do not want American bodies plowed deep into the soil for foreign lands any longer. That's something that Americans have zero appetite for.
Yep.
So whether it's Israel or Ukraine, or whether it's India, Pakistan, or China,
especially on this beautiful Memorial Day.
All right. The way that Trump is doing diplomacy, Trump bringing about peace, and as we've said, an ugly peace is better than a hot war. And so that is what we firmly believe on this channel, as it still stings, obviously, the lies we were told about Iraq and Afghanistan. Those are formative lies in my youth as I was developing the political ideology that I hold today. And those lies will stay with me forever. and I will always use them as a marker, a signpost to direct my worldview towards no further foreign entanglements for us or our country. Okay. Anyway, that's the news, ladies.
But happy Memorial Day, you guys. You know, I know we had to report on something like this. You know, peace through strength. Peace through strength. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about all this. Love y'all. Y'all have an amazing rest of your night. We're off to a great start this week. You know, big things are happening this week, man. So, hey, we're rocking and rolling. If you're new here, join the family. Hit the subscribe button. We're bringing some of the best updates. You know, keeping it real. We send our prayers out, man. Prayers for America. President Trump, this administration, I want to send my prayers and love to you guys. That we all have an amazing 2025. And that big things and beautiful things take place the rest of this second term of President Trump, man. You know, as you can see, he is left with a big mess. You know, and there's gonna have to be big decisions, big things that are gonna need to take place. You know, now this is the man for the job, and that's one reason why he was elected. So we'll see how this thing plays out. You know, but peace through strength, man. Peace through strength. No wars. No wars. Done with people dying. Peace through strength. I love y'all. God bless you all and your family. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, you guys.